Hey everyone, welcome back to the Adyogi Razor. Today, we're tackling one of the most urgent issues of our time, drastic climate change. It's not just about warmer summers and colder winters anymore, we're facing extreme shifts in weather patterns, rising sea levels, and severe impacts on ecosystems and human life. So, let's dive into the hard facts, the numbers behind the headlines, and what we can do about it. Over the past few decades, the number of extreme weather events has skyrocketed. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, the US experienced 22 separate billion-dollar weather and climate disasters in 2020 alone, the highest number on record. But what exactly is drastic climate change? It's the rapid and often unpredictable changes in climate patterns primarily caused by human activities, like burning fossil fuels. Since 1880, the Earth's average temperature has increased by about 1.2 degrees Celsius. That might not sound like much, but even this small change has led to major disruptions across the globe. To put it in perspective, 9 of the 10 warmest years on record have occurred since 2005, with 2016 being the hottest. One of the most alarming consequences of this warming trend is the rise in sea levels. The global average sea level has risen about 8 inches, around 20 centimeters, since 1880, with nearly a third of that increase occurring in just the last 25 years. If we don't curb our emissions, sea levels could rise by another 1 to 4 feet, 30 centimeters to 1.2 meters, by 2100. This rise threatens coastal cities worldwide. In fact, the World Bank estimates that by 2050, over 800 million people could be living in areas vulnerable to sea level rise and storm surges. Cities like Miami, New York, and Shanghai are already seeing the effects. Drastic climate change is also wreaking havoc on ecosystems. The World Wildlife Fund reports that global populations of mammals, birds, fish, reptiles, and amphibians have declined by 68% since 1970. This loss of biodiversity is not just a tragedy for wildlife, it's a threat to human survival, as it disrupts the natural systems we depend on for food, clean water, and air. Take coral reefs, for instance. They support about 25% of all marine life. But with ocean temperatures rising, we've already lost half of the world's coral reefs. Without drastic action, we could lose 90% of these ecosystems by 2050. So, what can we do? The good news is that we have solutions. Transitioning to renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and hydropower can significantly reduce our carbon footprint. The International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA, estimates that renewables could supply 90% of the world's electricity by 2050, drastically cutting emissions. Another powerful tool is reforestation. Forests act as carbon sinks, absorbing CO2 from the atmosphere. According to a study published in the journal Science, global reforestation could remove up to 25% of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, helping to mitigate climate change. But it's not just about big projects. Individual actions matter too. By reducing energy consumption, cutting down on waste, and supporting sustainable practices, we can all play a part in combating climate change. If each of us reduces our carbon footprint by just 20%, the collective impact would be enormous. Want to learn more about how you can make a difference? Thanks for watching, and if you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Together, we can turn the tide on climate change and create a more sustainable future. See you next time.